First of all, thank you so much for sitting down and talking about the film. It looks fantastic. The thing, we saw some footage last night, and the one thing that I learned was this amazing tracking shot that you guys did took like 8 months to plan, 27 takes, and it's jaw-dropping to see. Can you sort of talk about filming that sequence and how Drew pitched you on it, saying, this is what I'm thinking?
Yeah, like I look at scenes like they're like a magic trick. You know, you're pulling off something with a bunch of magicians that have to work all in concert, you know. And so I don't know how many takes, 27, 30 takes, something like that, to get just all the timing just right. And it's kind of fun. You know, I remember when Drew said that to me, I said, oh, cool, man. This is like, you know, it's a dance step we all have to learn, you know.
Yeah, when we were rehearsing in November, and we had a little model of the set, and we would all stand around this little model, and we all had these tiny little figurines, and would be like, Drew would be moving everyone around, and then he would be the camera, and we all kind of looked at it from this giant bird's eye view, and then once we were in it, it was like getting it perfect and rehearsing it to get it perfect, and the timing was so important. It was like, you know, being in a play, and then once you did get it perfect, it would feel so good, and then sometimes you'd feel like it was going to be perfect, or you did it perfect, and then something got fucked up, and it would be trash. And
You can blame it on Jon, it's fine.
Mostly
That's
it was
really
his
what she's
fault.
trying to say.
That's why I went like this.
Right.
Something got fucked up.
No, it's fun. It's a strange. You realize, you know, the degree of difficulty is so off the chart when you try to do something like that that's that long, because if one thing goes sideways, you have to go back to the beginning and reslate and reset and redo and put everything back to where it was, and that's a whole thing in and of itself. So it's like conducting an orchestra or something. You have all of these moving parts that have to work in concert in such a specific way, and then when you see it kind of moves you in a very specific way that just cutting into coverage or chopping it up into 50 pieces wouldn't. Because at a certain point you realize on shots like that, whether it's in Goodfellas or beginning of Baby Driver or whatever, you're like, oh my God, this is still going on. They haven't cut out of this yet. And it makes you kind of sit up and go, okay, what's happening next then?
Completely. I think also for me, I notice it, but I think the average moviegoer won't notice it's such a long take, but they'll feel the sense of anxiety because they're so used to having quick cuts, you know?
That's so true. I think when you cut, it's like a subliminal blink. You know, it takes you out of the thing. You don't even notice it, but it takes you out when you have that consistent, all one. It's really, really wonderful.
Completely. My other question for the three of you, I would imagine you all get offered many projects. What was it about this script that said, oh my God, I have to do it?
For me, it was a combination of, it came to me very late. In fact, I probably just talked to you at Sundance when this came to me, and they said, you have like 24 hours to read it, and if you like it, you have to be on a plane in 48 hours. And that was from a Tuesday to a Friday, and then we shot the next Monday. So the turnaround for me was very fast, but unlike most times I get offers like that, this one I immediately said yes to because it was a no-brainer given the cast and given Drew's record. I mean, I knew Drew personally, but I loved his work, so I was like, yeah, this is a great one. Let's go do this.
For me, it's kind of the movie I wanted to see. You know, those are the kind of movies I like to see, where I'm on my edge of my seat. You know, the filmmakers are ahead of you. You know, you think you've got it figured out. You know, and that's what, you know, reading the script was like. You know, you read a few, then I'd turn it back and say, wait, what happened? Oh my gosh! You know, and it just draws you in.
All of that as well, but I find that with a character like this, I was so drawn to her because she's different from anyone I've ever played. She's really broken, but fierce and hardened and non-vulnerable, it seems. And then I also found that when I'm always curious why a director would think of me for a part. I wonder what they see that I don't see, or that I don't know yet, and then you discover, or I discover other things that I'm capable of, and find different parts of the well, and so it's always kind of interesting that, like, why things come to me in that way.
I'm going to leave it there and say there's a reason. It's called Talented, and I will say it looks fantastic. Thank you so much for your time.